Is everybody doing okay? End of the week and all that? Evening, Maria. Thank you, Auntie Di. Somebody's going to need help. Oh, Lenora, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Oh, Gemma, what's happened? Oh, yeah. Hi, Emma Lou. I'm good. Hi, Debbie. Thank you, Al, love. Evening exposing. Good. Hi, Yumiko. Yumiko? Sorry, my daughter-in-law is Chinese and I'm trying to think how I pronounce her name. I hope I've got that right. Oh, lovely. Loved turkey. How are you, Jay? Oh, blimey, lovely. Hi, Hayley. Yeah. Jojo Rica. Hiya, Maria. You all right, love? We're good, Sabrina. Thank you. How are you? Hi, Helen. Oh, bless you, Kate. Thank you. Yumiku. Thank you. You do, Jay. Hiya, Alice. Thank you, Kaz. Evening, Kaza. Evening, Blue. You all right? Hi, Anastasia. You all right? Good, Sabrina. I'm glad. Good evening, AJH. Hiya, Jem. Thank you, Donna, love. It's been... Thank you, Vic, darling. Can I say, evening, Nanity, evening, Signal, anybody that's been affected, evening, Anne-Marie, good evening, 79. Hiya, Linda. Anyone that's been affected by what Orion has been doing and saying over the last few days, if you go on to... If you go onto my profile, you should see I put together a load of numbers. Hang on, sorry. Oh, God, no. Yeah, no, I won't say a word, don't worry. Hi, Squeaky. I've put together some numbers on there. Hiya, Sarah. And you'll be able to go and look. There's all sorts of helpline numbers if anybody's struggling. Hiya, Bev. You all right, love? Hiya, Mia. Oh, AJH. I don't know what episode you're on. Thank you, Andy, darling. Hi, Kate. You all right? Evening, B. Thank you, Munchkin. Now, we do awareness here. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Squeaky. Absolutely protect your mental health, please. Hi, Jane's FYP. Thank you. Evening, Flower. Is it hot in Cyprus? Well, Jill. Evening, Tori. Are you all right, Jane's FYP News? I don't think I've seen you in before, but welcome in. Thank you, Tori, love. Where do I start? Like I said, there's helpline numbers up, right? Please avail yourself of them. Also, if you feel that this... Good evening, Debbie. Hiya, Jen. You all right? Oh, right. Thank you. I wouldn't have thought so. I am, but yeah, thank you. Please don't stay if any of what I say upsets you. Okay, thank you, Alex. We're talking about Orion. It's automatically going to be triggering, as we know. I'll lay the ground rules. We don't dox in here. Thank you. Thank you, Alice. We don't dox. Okay. I don't get personal. That's not what I'm about. Hiya, Scouse. I'm good. How are you? That's not what I'm about, but I will have to speak on what I've heard. And I'm not happy. Thank you, T. I'm not happy. So I'm going to start off with my friend B. Right. Thank you, Jamie. My friend B. My real life friend B. Evening, Emma. Okay. Who I know and love dearly. Right? one of only a handful of people that I trust, Orion. And what did you do? Somebody who's worked, thank you, Chelsea, thank you, Gareth. I'm okay. Somebody who's worked incredibly hard. Thank you, Alex. Hiya, Wicked, you all right? To keep her anonymity right up until the point where you trashed it. What did you allow in your live the other day? And what did you say in your live the other day? I don't dox. I think doxing is wrong. People trying to find me. It's scary. Thank you, Chelsea, love. Right? And yet you said B's name. You gave the city that B is from. And then you allowed it to carry on in the chat. You're not late, sweet. Thank you, Sophie, love. And you allowed it to carry on in the chat. So forgive me if I called you a hypocrite. Oh, yeah. And what else did you do? What else did you do? You called B PDF repeatedly. You allowed that conversation to carry on in your chat. You didn't stop anybody, did you? So I'm going to call you out on that straight away. Right? Do not sit there and call us the names that you were calling B, because you've come for the whole awareness community once again. In fact, did you not liken us to, I don't really want to say the word because it's not very nice. You likened us to grapists, didn't you? Hey, Faye. Didn't you? The awareness community. Thank you, Faye, love. Good evening, Gillian. Hi, Bad Angel. Right? Thank you, Munchkin, love. Evening, Paula. We're all right. So you likened the awareness community to that. I'm gonna give you so many reasons why we're not. Hiya, Debs. I really am. But before I do that, I want to address the tick. You are so angry that you've been forced out of your previous accommodation and that you are now literally in a box room. Thank you, Debs. Thank you, Bad Angel. Right? You are taking it out on everybody instead of sitting back and having a look at how your behaviour has got you where you are, because it's not us. I said to you the other night that you are giving awareness way too much, way too many points, because we don't have the power to get you evicted from anywhere. Right? Thank you, Rufus. Thank you, Alfie. We don't have that power. Thank you, Colette. We can let people know what you're doing. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Munchkin. That's all we can do. We can provide information. We can provide receipts, but that's all we can do. Thank you, Fiona. Right? We don't have the power to get you moved. That's all you. That's all you. You did that. You were warned. You were told. Hiya, George. So if you're now somewhere you don't want to be, and I don't care where that is, I know it's a small room and I love that for you. That's on you. That's what you did. You did that, not us. Right? Thank you, T. So now I want to talk to you about what you said about awareness being as bad as grapists, yeah? So I'm going to fill you in a little bit about awareness people. Thank you, Jan. Hello. Oh, hello, Joanne. You all right? Thank you, Kaz. Oh, yeah. So apparently we're as bad as those sorts of people, because what we're doing is attracting the energy that gets people coming for you because you've been moved for your own safety. Right, let me stop you right there. You have not been moved for your own safety. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Trinity. Right, let's just nail that one right now, shall we? You have not been moved for your own safety. Now, you told us when you told us that you had been allegedly raped, thank you, Katrina, that you had not reported it to the police. Now, if you need me to go and find that clip, I can. And I will. You sat and told us that you had not reported it. But last night or the night before, you told us that you had been moved because of that, and that the person that had done it was still being questioned. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, Orion. Thank you, T. Thank you, Miss Delegaff. Is that not what you said? So either you did report it and it's still under investigation, or you didn't report it and now you're lying. You see, your angry little brain is going far too fast for you, isn't it? Thank you, Mel. Far too fast for you. Right? Because you told us that the only person you told was your mum. Only your mum knew. But now you're not safe because the person is being questioned. So which is it? Exactly. The only consistent thing about you is you lie. All the time. Now let me tell you about awareness and why we do what we do. A lot of us have SEN kids, SEN members of family. So that is neurodivergent children or family members. So that community raise awareness on you because they are so appalled and angry that you try to take their very real lived experience and turn it into a money-making scheme. Then you've got the community who have survived DV. They raise awareness on you because you've taken their lived experience and you've turned it into a money-making scheme. Then you've got the community who've gone through SA, child SA, or GRAPE. They raise awareness because you take their lived experience and you turn it into a money-making scheme. Are you sensing a theme? So the people that raise awareness on you are the people that are affected by your lies. Right? Thank you, Serafina. Oh, it's not old, it's new. The people who you affect are the people that raise the awareness because we are directly impacted by your lies. We don't sit around with nothing else to do but come for you. What we do as a community is we've all come together as awareness, but we all started as very different things, and we all started from a place where you affected one of us directly with the stuff that comes out of your mouth, right? Do you remember the woman that spoke to you about Tourette's after you had put all the misinformation out there when you said, oh, the doctor thinks I might have Tourette's, and she told you no doctor would tell you that? That's the sort of experience awareness people have with you. And that's where we start. We hear something and we go, what? That does not sound right. And then we look into it. And then we go down a rabbit hole and we realise that you're the sort of person that will take a trauma and turn it to your advantage. So that is why awareness do what they do. It's because they have been affected either personally or through family or work by one of the many lies that you tell. Thank you, Gareth. Thank you, Serafina. So to sit there and tell us that we are as bad as grapists, are you okay? Now, I will always believe a victim, but you can't even lie straight in bed. Everything that comes out of your mouth is a lie. Everything that comes out of your mouth is designed to feather your own nest. Thank you, Claire. That's all. It's designed to paint you in the best light possible. And the reason you're very angry right now is because the layers are being peeled back and people are seeing what the awareness community have seen for quite some time. And we're used to people not believing us, you see. And we're used to people coming for us and saying that we're picking on you. Yeah? And we're all at the point now where we don't care. I used to be really offended by people that would come in my life and say I was bullying you. Now, not so much. Don't care. Say what you like. Got the receipts. Ask me a question and I'll pull up a receipt. Ask me a question, I'll pull up a TikTok. And I'll pull up a TikTok of you. Not me. You. I'll use your words. Yeah? Like I said, you said, thank you, Amber, thank you, Teresa. You said that you hadn't told anybody about the grate, but that's why you had been moved to that accommodation. And now you've been moved again because you're not safe. You're not safe. If you're not safe, Orion, why are you online? Why are you taking people out on a live and going to a shopping centre? Which I'm probably going to say 99% sure somebody somewhere has identified if you're not safe. Why would you do that? I sat and watched you whilst your cat climbed the curtains. Do you know why your cat was climbing the curtains? Bored. Your cat is bored. Has absolutely no enrichment. None whatsoever. Right? And I personally think that cat shouldn't be with you. However, the rules have changed. So they will keep the cat with you for as long as they possibly can. But that cat is bored to tears. Have you changed vets? Because that would have been priority number one, would it not? Or was priority number one going out and buying yourself something because you'd earned it? That's a misnomer right there. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Sarah. You earned something. I don't think so. So the fact that you are blaming the awareness community for the situation you now find yourself in, nah, honey, that's all you. You can take credit for all of that. Because what we do is raise awareness. Yeah? What we do is you say something and we'll come along and say, no, that's not true. That's not correct. You know, like when you did your tick, which you're now going to complain, you're going to say, I didn't even know I did it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because the second you did it, your face went straight to the comments to see you'd spotted it. So please, we're past that now, Orion. Okay? We're so far past that. We know all the signs. All right. It's what you do. You test the water. Right? So you did the tick thing and then you checked to see what was happening. What's the response? So then you put us in a position where we then have to come live or do a TikTok to say, this has been done before. This is old news. This is old. It's already been debunked. Right? And that's when you get, because you were complaining, people are using old videos of you, old TikToks of you. That's why. Because we have to go back into the archive to find the TikToks to debunk the latest lie. It's like I said to you the other day, you're boring. It's boring. And the one thing that you could do that would make all of this go away, thank you, B, is come off social media. Yeah. Come off social media. Sort your life out. God knows you need to. I genuinely mean that. God knows you need to. But don't you dare sit there and compare us to grapists. Don't you dare. Because the reason we do this is because of what you've done and said. You've affected every single person in the awareness community on a very personal level, and that's why we do what we do. So to sit there and say, we don't know how it feels, thank you, Mandy, don't we? Who are you to tell us that? You know everybody's story, do you? No, you don't. You're just an angry little man sitting in a little room wondering how he can possibly get himself up the ladder without doing a day's work, without lifting a finger. Are you playing the system? That was what you said. How am I playing the system? Have you earned the place you're in? Are you paying for the place you're in? Did you earn any of the places you're in when you got to London, given that you have absolutely no connection to London apart from your mum was born there? Oh, well, brilliant. Right? Do we want you to be homeless? No. So I see you watched me live, because I did say one of your options would be to go back to Devon, but you probably wouldn't be housed with Maria. I don't want you homeless. Why would I want that? Are you safe? Why would I want that for you? I wouldn't want that for anybody. I'm not that nasty, believe it or not. Not like you. What I want you in is accommodation that you pay for. I don't want you taking accommodation from somebody who actually deserves it. Someone who's genuinely homeless through no fault of their own. Yeah? That's what I want for you. I want you to wake up in the morning and feel proud of the fact that you pay your own way, that you work for a living. Right? And it's not going to happen until you accept responsibility for your actions. So everything that's happening to you right now is on you. Take credit for it. Pat yourself on the back. Good job. Well, you'll never know, Courtney, because you're blocked. Thank you. Right? So, keep B's name out your mouth. That's number one. Right? Because I tell you what, she doesn't dox you. She never has. She never has. And she never will. Okay? Keep her name out your mouth. Keep her name out your chat. And if you call her or allow her to be called a PDF again, expect a phone call from your local officer, because it's an actual crime now. You need to catch up on the law. Making that accusation is a crime. Oh, and by the way, you know when you called me what you called me but denied it, and then said you hadn't been for a police interview, but you had, and then you said it had been NFA'd. No, it hasn't. No, it doesn't. Oh, don't look good for you, that, does it? So, stop coming for the awareness community and start looking a little closer to home as to who is responsible for this particular set of circumstances you find yourself in. Okay? Because it's not our fault. We don't have the power to do what you've managed to successfully do, which is get yourself evicted from what was a pretty cushy little place in London. That's you. Because your sense of entitlement is so massive, you can't see past it. Right? And I could get personal with you, but I'm not going to, because I don't need to. Your actions speak volumes. And the fact that you've got so much dislike for the awareness community, getting under your skin by telling the truth. Nobody likes looking in a mirror, Orion. Do they? I really do wish people would understand when something is a crime. Just hang on. There you go. Hiya, Cat. I'm good, darling. Hang on a minute. Hiya, Tracy, love. Sorry, just catching up. Hang on. Thank you. Thank you, Ellie. Yeah, right. Digital footprint. How are you doing? The no further action. So, oh, that's not meds, Kiki. That's not meds. Trust me, that's not meds, honey. Thank you, digital footprint. That's not meds, honey. He's off something, but that's not meds. The NFA. So about 2 and a bit years ago, I was talking about Orion on a live. I was way newer to this than I am now. Lot thinner skin. And he went off on one. I was the worst. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you, Sue. I was the worst person I was called every name under the sun, and just towards the end of the live, there was an ableist slur used towards me. But unfortunately, screen recorders didn't catch it because he said, "I'm ending the live." And it was like an off-the-cuff comment that he said as he turned the live off. Me being me at the time, I reported it. He has since come on live and said that he was interviewed, despite the fact that you've told your audience you've never been interviewed. And then, thank you, Orion. And then proceeded to admit that he'd said the ableist slur. And then told his chat that the whole thing was NFA'd. No, it wasn't. Thank you, Jack. No, you're welcome. It wasn't NFA'd. Oh, Laura, he is raging. Raging. The thing is, the way Orion lives is always going to catch him out. Yeah, it was never closed. I didn't pursue it because at the time I couldn't get a screen recording, because even though people had heard it, I needed a screen recording of it. Now, I still don't have a screen recording of it, but what I do have now is a recording of Orion admitting it. In about a 20-minute long video on the other social media platform. So not only has he admitted to saying the ableist slur, he's changed the context in which he said it. Yeah. And he's also admitted that he was pulled in by police for an interview, which, if you've been paying attention, he's been saying for months that he has never been interviewed by police, he's never been charged, he's never been this, that, and the other. But he actually admitted it. You even dated it for me, because you even told me, you even said on the recording that it was back when you were in Manchester. Ugh. Evening Friar. You all right, lovely? So what Orion is currently doing, okay, this is the pattern. So Orion right now doesn't want to be where they are, which is why, thank you, Be Happy, which is why, if you do know, please don't say anything. Keep it to yourself. I'm all right, thank you. Keep it to yourself. Do not dox. If you dox Orion, you give him exactly what he wants, which is to be moved. Okay? So, and if he's very unhappy where he is, then I think he deserves to stay there, personally. So, if you do know, please don't say anything. Apart from anything else, it's wrong to dox, okay? It really is. We don't subscribe to it in the awareness community. We don't like it. It doesn't help anybody. And everybody, even Orion, has to be somewhere safe. Exactly. And also, you have to understand there are other people in that building. You know, it's not fair on them either. So what he'll do now is he'll drop little hints. There'll be little hints, right? Little clues. So you won't see the door number, but you might see the door, or you might see the shape of the window that's in his room, or you might see a bus stop as he's walking past, right? All little things that on their own and don't mean anything, but when put together by somebody with way more energy than me, will put in a narrow it down to where they are, more or less, right? And then you factor in, Evening, Nat, darling. Then you factor in that it'll be emergency accommodation. Yeah, then you'll factor in it's clearly an HMO of some description. So you add all those little factors in. I do believe someone pointed out today that if under 35s, they don't have to be, really, Alex, they don't have to be housed in single units, house of multiple occupation. They don't have to be housed in single units. They can be housed in a house share. So if you put all that information together, people will find, that's all right, Kaz, people will find him. And he's banking on that. He's absolutely banking on that. But let me tell you something, Orion, right? When it's worked out, and it will be by somebody at some point where you are, I do hope they inbox me for one reason and one reason only. That I can forewarn the council of wherever you've ended up, that you are more likely than not to try to dox yourself in order to get more accommodation or different accommodation. Thank you, Inked Mum. Right? I don't want to know where you are because I don't care enough. But if I can let somebody know in the council that you are potentially doxing yourself because you don't like where you've been put, then I will let them know. And you can come for me all you like on that one. Thank you, Scouse. Right? Because I'm not having you go through a very limited stock of places that you can be put by the council that you don't deserve. Okay? There are plenty of people who are homeless who, when they get an opportunity, a roof over their head, go out of their way to find work, college course, voluntary. They will do anything and everything to raise themselves, to lift themselves, because they never want to be dependent on anyone else for accommodation again. Right? Thank you, Mandy, for the treasure box, love. Okay? So I want to warn whatever council you're with that you are likely to dox yourself because you don't like where you are. And I'll tell you something else, Orion. If by some alternate reality you had been moved for your safety, you'd be grateful to be wherever you are. You would be on your hands and knees thanking God for the fact that you've been placed somewhere safe. And you certainly wouldn't be outside shopping on camera. So don't even. And you know what? It's little things. Here's a clue for you. It's little things that you do, and you know you do them. So you had your face mask on, didn't you? Never seen you out in a face mask before. Which tells me you're somewhere where people know you. And that's literally a thought that just passed through my head. But for those people that will try to find where you are, right? That's another dot to connect. So you know exactly what you're doing. Do you know, we don't mention JP in here because JP does not deserve a platform in here, unfortunately. Yeah, Rufus, that. Yeah, no. Exactly, Moonling. You think that's what's recognisable about you, your face? It wouldn't be the fact that you're 6'1", no. Okay. With a certain gait to your walk. But yeah, if and when anyone finds out where you are and I get the name of the council, I'm absolutely going to be letting the council know what you're doing. Because in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, if you dox where you are, I don't think they should be obliged to house you anymore. That's my opinion. I think you've used up the goodwill of pretty much most of London, to be honest. So if you get doxed, if people find out where you are through something you've done, I think the obligation to house you should come to an end. Right? In my opinion. Yeah. Because I think you've had more than enough opportunities. And you've done nothing with them. Nothing. The fact that you got housed in London at all was a gift, Orion. It was a gift. Do you know how many people turn up in London every day? Either running from somewhere, right? Looking for work and not finding it. Message me, love. Do you need me to come off live? Because I will if you need me to. Oh, the meningitis thing. Oh, God's sake. You know, to test for meningitis, it's not that. It's that. Duh. Right, I'm going to come off live because I'm needed. No, it's all right. I know who it is. I won't come back on live tonight, but I will come back live tomorrow, if that's all right. But yeah, and I'll see what the message is. But yeah, everybody please take care. Don't worry. Consequences are happening. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. All right, take care, everybody.